So I've got Carrie, Judah, and Misty that are going to share their stories. Carrie, why don't you start us off? Just tell us what you shared with the committee about your experience and how that relates to this issue.
My experience, I am an abortion survivor. My mother had an abortion with me, attempted abortion. I survived it. And I had recurring dreams of the abortion when I was a little girl. I had dreams of a baby in the womb trying to fight for her life. And I didn't know what those dreams meant until later when my mother actually told me about the abortion and her attempted abortion.
And you got to share your story and really, as a way to let the legislators continue to see the beauty and the value of life and see that this issue, has consequences and, there's real people that we're dealing with. Well, that's fantastic. Judah, I know you had some interesting things that you shared with the committee. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the reason I'm actually here is because I have an organization called Choices for Life. And I was conceived when 8 men raped my mother. For the past 5 years, I've been speaking around the country, and I even went to South Africa. I've been to the UN and also to Harvard. And I've seen that when people hear testimonies, their hearts change, and they reconsider abortion in any case, and even put aside the exceptions. So for Carrie, I want Carrie's story to be heard because she is an exception. She survived. And then I brought Misty because she's got an exceptional story. And basically what I wanted people to see is that we're not just the exception, we are the exceptional display of God's redemption. And so, I want to plug a little bit here. If there's anybody who has a story, please share it with us because the shame is not ours. The shame doesn't belong to the woman or the children who has been raped. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do is to restore the dignity and honor to women and children of rape because we're kind of pushed down. We're not very bold. And when I found Misty, who could actually come forward as bold as I was, we just got in the car and we came over here and wanted to share our testimony. Thank you so much.
You bet. Well, Misty, you've been set up here well. Tell us a little bit about what you shared with the committee. That was incredibly powerful and really something that we don't get to hear a lot about. So.
Well, when I was 15, I was kicked out of my house and I was raped repeatedly by a gentleman who was thought to be a pillar of the community. He was actually going to go to be a Navy SEAL, and nobody believed what I was going through. I just had to go through the motions, and I got pregnant and I had a sonogram. Never told anybody about the rape, but the sonogram actually saved my life, and it ran off the man that was actually raping me. And the second I showed it to him, he was probably about to go rape me again, and I showed him the sonogram, and he left me alone. He stopped raping me. I didn't see him from that moment on until, later on down the road, but he left me alone. And the reason why I wanted to come today is because they were trying to make an exception of, this bill of leaving out the people that were raped and incest and, the misshapen babies. But, we have rights too. And my son brought joy to my life through all the hurt and the trauma that I had been through, and he brought me healing. And I wanted to let the people of the committee know that I'm not just a person that should be shamed. I should be looked at with great courage. I feel like that I have courage to speak out when there's so many people that don't, because I didn't speak out for a long time. It's been, 13 years since I've told anybody about this. This is the first time I've spoke in public about it. But I'm very much honored that I could speak out on so many women's behalf because there's so many people that feel ashamed by what's going on.
Well, we're grateful that you did. We're grateful that people continue to have courage to talk about these issues and to let legislators know what's really going on out there and how this issue affects women and hear what they think about it. And so I tell you, I was so impressed and excited to see so many women come forward. A lot of times in this issue, people think, oh, the men, are always trying to, say this or dictate this issue. But there were so many women that came forward to talk about their experience, and I think it will leave a lasting impression that these legislators won't forget.